What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Furi. In the last episode, we defeated the Scale. And in this episode, we are moving on to another hugely different... Well, okay, not hugely different, but pretty mechanically different boss. One that's going to definitely test you in a very different way from what all the other bosses tested you in. So, here we go.
I know this is hard. But when I am struggling to keep faith, I think about the beauty of the world beyond. It keeps me focused. It keeps me going. You were captured, thrown in prison. Tortured. Finally, you escaped. And here they are, those guardians. Hand-picked, top of their game killing machines, just waiting to throw you back in. How does that make you feel? They didn't kill you already because they can't. Believe me, they would if they could. Without blinking. Second best for them now is to put you back in chains. Can you feel it? The anger? Good. Focus on it. Let it grow. Let me tell you some more about what this one did to you. You need to know. Then there'll be no stopping you. He is the one who got you here in the first place. He is the one who brought you down. He led the men who captured you. Hundreds of them against you. Was that fair? So what do you say? An eye for an eye, huh? Time to take your revenge. The jailer is the key. Kill him, and you will be free.
He who knows no fear, knows no courage. I take mine from you. We are what we fight for. I look at you, stranger, and I see nothing. Desolation. Death. You are alone. I am fighting for something much greater than this. Can you imagine the strength that gives me? I doubt it. And so your fight ends here.
And so we meet the Hand. Yes, literally the guy who sent us here in the first place. First things first, you just noticed, you can't shoot projectiles at him. He has a shield that reflects them back at you. Also, you notice that all that damage I just did, and also firing a charge shot at him is useless as well. All that damage I did wasn't really a lot of damage. This guy, he takes a little bit. He packs a punch while also being able to take quite a few. He's a bit interesting. So, what I like about this guy is he definitely kind of drives home the point that I have a purpose to fight, you don't, and therefore I am going to win that way. But in a way, it kind of makes him seem a little bit arrogant. Now, granted, it is kind of sad that we're fighting and killing this guy, because we don't know, is he the older brother, the father? I'm assuming the father of that child over there that we saw. But, I mean, I'm not 100% sure. It's never really explained. And no, I'm not going to go back. Now, as far as all of the guys go, he's probably the most chatty, which is... It makes sense. He definitely, out of I think all of the bosses, has the most personal vendetta against you because, well, I mean, he is the one that threw you in the first place, and he tends to do so again. Now, again, why we don't exactly know, but we will hopefully find out soon. But this is a little bit more of a personal fight than all the other ones. I mean, what did this? The strap had nothing to do with you. She just kind of was there, and they used her craziness to. As to make her a guard, basically. They just kind of used the fact that she was insane as a guard. And by the way, the consequences for shooting his shield are going to get worse as we go through further phases, but you'll see what I'm talking about when we get there. Then there was the Chain, who really was just your torturer. I mean, that was just his job. He didn't really actually have anything personal against you. That was his job as much as it would to be with any other prisoner. The Line, yeah, he's a little bit close because he actually knew about you or knows exactly who you are. The Scale personally hates you, but yet you know nothing about him, so it's still not that personal. This is a little bit more of a different story. And this guy, he's not a pushover either. He was another boss that took me, I think, 3 tries to beat. I think he gave me 2 game overs before I was able to finally beat him. Because you really do have to be patient with this guy, actually. You can't be as aggressive or you're going to get your butt handed to you. He also does a lot of damage to you, and his attacks are they're very strong. I'll just say that much. He is a lot slower, I would say, than even the Scale was. At least as of right now, he is. He does pick up speed, though, so don't underestimate him. As we get through further phases, he's going to get a lot more pissy. So now his shield is actually amplified, I believe. If you shoot at his shield, he not only reflects it back at you, but he reflects like a ton of projectiles back at you. So we get a mini bullet hell phase here. Just kind of follow the path and don't get hit, and you should be good. Perfect. There's a chance to hit him. So I'll see if I can show. This is what happens when you shoot his shield in a minute. Hold on. See if I can show it. Possibly. Yeah, he fires a lot of these this time. Now's the time to get in and get your hits. Oh, wow. I was able to get 4 that time. There it is. Oh, it didn't do it, actually. I'm surprised. Maybe it's the next phase? I thought it was this phase. Okay. Maybe not then. Because there is a phase where he amplifies his shield, and the projectile he shoots back at you is a lot worse. Well, that was close. Oh! Dang, though. Okay, can only get 2 hits if he got me, so... Here we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, this is a little bit of a long-winded fight as well. I mean, for the most part, all the fights are the same length, honestly. The Scale feels a little bit long. Oh, there it is. Yes, so he does do that. If you shoot a pistol shot at him, he sends an entire wave of bullets at you, not just one. I would say the Line is probably one of the longer ones, and then there's like 1 or 2 boss fights later that are definitely more long-winded, but for the most part, they're about the same length. 10 to 15 minutes if played seamlessly. There we go. Oh, man, I took a beating there. No, you don't. No, you don't. And no, you don't. Get him. I probably should have. That would have been a perfect opportunity to do a charge slash, but whatever. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Don't do it. Oh, wow. I was going to say, I think I got a little bit greedy there, trying to get a 4th hit in. No way. There we go. Now's the time. Oh, that should end this phase. Boom, boy. So now he gets rid of his shield, so you can actually start shooting him now. However, he also picks up speed as a result and gets a lot more aggressive. So, this is not easy. By the way, his final phase is also quite a bit different. Take note of this guy and also use him as practice to parry your shots, by the way. And trust me, you're going to want to, because he is a good lesson for parrying shots. He's definitely the most CQC focus boss we've seen yet. Also, watch out for that attack. That is like his strongest attack. You want to get good with parrying because at a later time, parrying is going to become an absolute necessity, and you're going to regret not having practiced on this guy prior. Trust me. Just trust me on that. If you haven't already practiced on the other ones. The scale's a good practice for parrying as well, I guess I should say. But this guy, especially because he's got a little bit more of an erratic pattern, and he's a lot more aggressive on that front. Don't tell me what to do, jerk. There we go. Get some more hits in. Got him pretty low. I believe he has his CQC portion here is pretty brutal, though. Oh, man, you're so close, dude. Oh, man, I can't believe I dodged all of those. Dodging sword slashes is so much more difficult than parrying it. Golly. That's another one. Watch out. Perfect. Good stuff. Now, it's kind of ironic. This guy actually kind of reminds me of a Dark Souls character just with the way his armor is. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, never try to attack him while he's... or don't mistime it. It's totally possible to do it on accident, but don't try to attack him while he's shooting his sword at you. Otherwise, he's going to knock you on the ground like he just did and get automatically 2 health bars knocked off for free, basically. If not more, if you forget to do the quick time event, which is, again, kind of hard to do. Yeah, the charged attacks are very useful on this guy, though, I'm noticing. That is definitely the bane of his existence. And so now we have this phase, but there are 2 sections to his final form, his final phase. And you get a couple hits on him, but you are kind of trapped in a much more circular area now. No, I didn't want that. I guess that does a little damage to him, so it is a complete loss. So now dodge these, but I would rather take a hit from the green than I would from his laser beam, honestly. So get a couple pot shots off. Make sure to parry him. This is a good time to do so. Sweet. So yeah, as you can see, why he's not doing much of a bullet hell phase, which is very interesting. But don't worry, there'll be a point when he gets invincible. Trust me. There is always a spot where you just kind of have to survive an onslaught of attacks. Every boss has it. There we go. Come on now. Oh boy. Actually, I guess I'm lying when I say every boss has it. There are exceptions to that as well. Okay. Nope. Nope. There we go. Oh, me almost got him down. Almost to his orange health bar. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Now is when things get interesting.
You're alone.
So he now is invincible. This entire part right here. Parry. Just parry. You will not get health from it. You can only just not take damage. So do this over and over until you can finally get an opening. This is the perfect parry practice right here. Dodge that! Hit him! And there you go. And that's the hand, everybody.
Man, that was intense. But you've got to move on now. Don't overthink it. That's what they want you to do. The things we do for love.
Crazy stuff, man. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.